Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video is for you to get to know me and get ready with me. So I'm just going to get started. I've already prepped with the eyebrows and the primer and eyeshadow base. So I'm now going to start with the rest of the skin. I know it's normally an animal channel, but I thought this is a way of getting to know me before I post more stuff with the animals. So I've already primed my face and everything. I'm now going to be adding some eye cream under the eyes, ready for my base. So I'm going to always start with brows. I'll tell you what products in a moment. But yeah, I thought this video could be just a get to know me video. Like a quite chilled one before I'd add any more of the animal videos. So the channel will be based on animals. But yeah, the product I just used for the under eye is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt, and it's one of these products. I use mainly Glow for my skincare. Excuse me. Right, so I'm going to start with just the eyeshadow in the crease, and I'm going to start with a Revolution palette. It's my ride or die with a smoky eye or a basic eye. So I start with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the crease, all over the lids, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna fire some questions that I think maybe you want to know. We'll see. So basically, I'm 28 years old. I've always had a love of animals. I've always had like your basic pets, cats, hamsters and fishes and stuff like that. And yeah, in the past year, I've started delving into exotic animals. And my first ever one was my bearded dragon, Rex, as you may have seen some of the shorts that I've done on the video. I'm just going to do a basic eye. Yeah, so basically that's what my channel is going to be based on. I am from the UK, but yeah. So I'm just using the S10 Studio brush just to put this in my crease. I just blend it out, and I'm just going to blend this in the crease and on the lid. I do quite colourful eye makeup looks as well, but recently I've been loving the plain look, if that makes sense. This hair's getting on my nerves. Yeah, so let's go to the next step. So I said I was going to show you the products what I used to prep with my skin first. Again, it was Glow Recipe, and Glow Recipe moisturizer. This is the plump one, and then the under eye mask, which is the avocado one. So I'm now going to put a little bit of lip gloss in. This is a sheer butter one. It's just purely to get my lips not chapped while I'm going through the makeup. Okay, I hope the lighting's not too bad. It's not the best. I use the Iconic concealer, and this one's in the shade Fair Nude. This is the Iconic one. And the brow product I used was the NYX Tame and Frame, and this is in the shade Chocolate. I'm going to add a little bit of colour into the crease now. I'm going to use a pop of pink. So let me leave that down there. So I've done the brown for the overall crease and eyeshadow base. And I always start with brows and eyeshadow first. I'm not a makeup artist, so this is just what I do daily. I've taught myself watching YouTube videos. So now I'm going to use the same brush to buff out the crease of the pink that I put in there. And then I'm going to do the same for the other eye. I love this palette. It's a Revolution palette. I've used it quite a few times. It's the second time I've got it. And it's quite pigmented. And I'm just literally gonna then buff it again with the same brush, just to blur it out. And I'm gonna go over the area I think it needs a bit more pigment. And then I'm going to blend it out. So yeah, my next plan for the next animal I want to get is a blue tongue silver Indonesian skink. That is my next plan. I already have the enclosure, it's just getting the lighting and everything else I want to set it up with. I'm not sure if I want to make it a bioactive enclosure or a woodland. Obviously, I think, in my opinion, they need woodland and something to bury themselves under. They like to dig. So that is my next plan. So as I was saying, I started a year ago. No, this year I started getting exotic animals. Yeah, and I thought I'd share my experience of what I've learnt so far, and what I've learnt through the vets and other people, and share my experiences with them. So I'm now just adding the Milk mascara. It's the mini set. I'm planning to get the full set because I really enjoy this mascara. The lighting's not that great in here. I thought I'd do it here because the lighting it looks better than anywhere else, and it's not. So I'm just adding the layers of mascara on. I don't wear false eyelashes. I just can't get on with them. So I just use my own lashes. Obviously I will wear them on special occasions and stuff like that. But if you could let me know in the comments below what other videos you would like to see with the animals, or would you like to see more of get to know me videos, that would be great. And obviously I do my daily shorts at the moment, but obviously I'm a little bit nervous because it's the first time doing social side of media type of thing. But I will get there. I suffer with quite bad anxiety because obviously I'm just letting people get to know me in this video. So I'm going to be brutally honest of who I am and you know. And unfortunately, yeah, I do suffer with severe anxiety. My animals help me with that. But it's just gonna be me just learning how to do YouTube. I've always wanted to do it, but I've never had the courage to do it. So my new thing was to put myself forward to do it. So I'm finally doing it, but I'm taking it step by step. So any content that you would like to see would help me out massively. Right, so I've already prepped my skin before I come on, and now I'm gonna do my base. And I tell you what, this foundation is absolutely amazing. I recommend it to anyone. It's a water-based foundation. I find it, I'm not saying it is, but in my opinion, it feels like a dupe for the Huda Beauty, the Halo Glow. This is the e.l.f. one, and it is called Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I tell you what, it is so good for the skin, especially if you suffer with dry skin, rosacea. It covers quite a lot, but it's still natural looking. But obviously it is buildable. But yeah, I recommend this. I'd rather pay this price, which is only £14, and I feel like I'm getting the same results, if that makes sense. And it comes with the same doofah, but it's a bit thicker. And literally all I do is literally put it on my face, and you'll see the coverage that you get from it. Like, it will cover everything. And then I just literally put it everywhere. And I do love this foundation. The other one I like to use is the Armani Glow. That is one of my other favourites, is the Armani Glow. I'm just picking up my foundation brush. Wherever you are would be great. There he is. I thought I got everything out ready, but it's the one I've missed. I couldn't tell you the brand of this because I've had it for so long, but I absolutely love it. It beats any beauty blender that I use. And I just don't want to get rid of it, but I think it's going to be time soon. And then literally all I do is rub this into the skin. I forgot to say what shade this is in. This one is in 01 Fair. Most of mine is in Fair to Nude or Fair to Ivory. It's not really coming off on camera, the glow that it gives, but it's amazing. I'm trying to not make the video too long. And then down the neck. And then I get a little bit for under the eye. And then I'm going to add this under the eye. And I don't blend it in with that. I blend it in with a complete different brush. But no, any videos that people would like to see, I would really like the feedback on that. And then I'm just going to pat this in. I would normally use a beauty blender. And you'll see the difference. And I will set my under eye. I don't really use much concealer under my eyes. I've not really found concealer that works for me under the eyes, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to pat this into the skin like that. Let's move this up a tiny bit so you can see. Right, so to set it on the underneath eyes, I'm going to be using the Too Faced. And I set my under eye pretty quickly, if I'm honest. I don't set the rest of my face with powder either. And then I just set it. This one is another studio brush that I use. A lot of mine are Studio or MAC. So I'm just setting the under eye, and that is basically it for the under eye. And then firstly, I'm going to use a cream blush, and this is by Milk Makeup as well. And I'm just going to add my blush. Don't worry if it looks a lot, it blends out really nice. So I use a different brush for this, and I just tap this into the skin. So I'm always doing tapping motions. Don't worry, we're going to put bronzer in a minute to make me a little bit more darker, more defined. And I will add a little, probably a little bit more blush on than that at some point. So I'm going to wipe away this excess powder. Like that. And then I'm going to wipe off the foundation on my lips. So there's nothing on this product, but I just like to stamp the product into the skin to make it look really settled. Right, I'm now going to go on to cream contour, which is the Revolution, and this one's in medium. But yeah, back to the channel. I am going to be doing an updated video on my unboxing a Blue Tongue Skink at some point. So I'm just going to press this into the skin there. This is how I get my cheeks defined. I don't really contour my nose. And then I just literally rub this product in. And you'll see why in a minute why I don't set the rest of my face. Because it looks really out there at the moment, but you'll see when it all blends in properly. But yeah, I'm literally just starting, and we're going to see how it goes. I really want to pursue this. It's something I've always wanted to do. I am engaged. I'm 28 years old and engaged as well. We've been engaged quite a long time. So, and now I'll get my foundation brush and just press this in to the skin just to blend out that contour a little bit more. Like that. It seems a waste, but I'll show you what I mean. So I'm now going to get the foundation, and I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to take the line so it gives that more sharper contour, and blend it down, and then I'll blend out the contour a little bit more. So I just do this to give that sharp contour jaw look. And then I'm gonna press the excess product into the contour just to blend it in. So I look defined, but at the same time I look like it actually has been chiseled, if that makes sense. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of bronzer, powder bronzer, on top of my nose. But before I do that, I like to settle the products in with this brush. And now I'm gonna put a tiny bit of the Charlotte Tilbury on top. The Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This one's in the shade medium as well. It's ultimately my favourite bronzer. So I'm just gonna put this in the cheeks around here, like that. Going for the same for this side. Forehead. I like to blend mine into the temple, and then I'm just gonna get my brush and put this down the nose just to give me more define. Like that, and I'm going to add a tiny bit more blush. I keep this the last minute so I can then find what I want, how much I want to put on. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit more on the top of here. This is where I like to, because obviously you get used to your own face. I have the contour, then the blush, but I like mine to be pushed up quite high. So I'm just going to blend that in. And then I use my foundation brush just to make sure that's sitting all flush. And then I'm going to use my setting spray. So I don't set it with any powder, I only set it with setting spray. And then I'm going to use my brow gel, which is in the Wonder Brow. And I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to run it through my brow. This will set my brows for the whole day. Take off any excess. On my lips. I'm not really a girl that wears lipstick either. But I'm now going to put a little bit in the inner corner. A bit of a shimmer. And I'm going to go back to the same palette, and I'm going to use... So I'll show you the palette. This is the Revolution palette, and it's the Forever Flawless. I'm hitting pan, but this is the shade I'm using, which is called a Fractal. My favourite, these obviously, a neutral beige is my favourite. The purple and the pink is my favourite. This dark brown's really nice if I want to go for a smoky eye. But I'm going to use Fractal to just put into my inner corner. And I'm literally touching this so lightly. And then I'm gonna blend and then brush my brows up. this, just make sure it's all blended. And then I'm gonna make sure this is blended around my nose. And that is practically it. So I'm gonna show you a bit closer up now. So this is just my basic day-to-day makeup look. Yeah. Obviously the video quality will get better at some point. I have got some equipment on the way and build up my equipment more and more. But yeah, this is the first time video. I just wanted to do a quick video of you to get ready to know me and know what the channel is going to be about. But any suggestions of what you'd like to see, I'm more than happy. It would help me out. But if not, I will see you on the next one. And thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to subscribe.